Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 42069 Evening Show Radio. Now, before we get started, I just want to say something to all our listeners out there. Whatever tough times you're going through, they're just that, times. They're temporary. There can't be good days without bad days, am I right? The sun always shines brightest after a storm. Oh man, I hope I didn't accidentally quote someone I can't afford to pay for copyright. Seriously though, I've just recently gone through some tough times myself. Messy divorce, but dawdling over the past won't do anyone any good. So just sit back, relax, close your eyes. Unless you're driving, that would be bad. Now take a deep breath. You're laying on a soft bed of grass on a small hill overlooking a calm, crystal blue lake. A small oak tree shields you from the sun overhead. A light breeze cools your skin, and you hear the leaves rustling in the wind. You hear a bird chirping. You open your eyes and see your little blue friend edge its head at you and hop branch to branch like a little dance. Then, a tiger leaps out of nowhere and swallows the bird whole. You jump up and see only a mix of blood and feathers where the bird lay. The tiger turns to you, its fangs still ripe with the blood of that sweet little bird. You run down the hill, towards the lake. Maybe you can outrun it. You strip to your bare ass and jump in the lake, its icy water akin to knives piercing your flesh. But you can only imagine the pain you would feel if you gave up now. So you swim, and swim, and swim, then reach a small island in the middle of the lake. You writhe and shiver, gasping for life. You look back, expecting the tiger to be staring at you from a distance, but no, it's paddling in pursuit. It wants your meat, and it wants it bad. You get ready to jump back in, but you knew even then it was too late. It jumps on your back, its claws digging into your flesh, and bites down on your ribs, tearing you to pieces. You scream and scream, but no matter how loud you cry, that can't possibly describe the pain you feel in every inch of your shredded body. But that's over now. All right, listeners, I want you to think of something else. I want you to picture someone who caused you annoyance or harm, maybe someone who made you depressed, and form a picture of them clearly in your head. Do you have a picture of this person in your mind? Now, I want you to walk up to this person, face to face, and stare them in the eye. Say, "I'm content. You can't hurt me." No matter what happens, just keep saying that. "I'm content. You can't hurt me, Sheila. I never loved you. I always saw you laughing too much at Brad's jokes, touching his arm, taking quick peeks at his ass, you dirty bitch." Now, I know you may seem a little disturbed, but I want you to understand, letting out anger is all part of the exercise, all right? Now, the final exercise. I want you to picture something to let out all your emotions on. Did you think of something? Good. I want you to kill that person. I want you to taste their blood and savor the dying light in their eyes. For example, I'm picturing someone I know, Brad Whiteman, an old friend, or so I thought. I'm approaching Brad's house now. I peek through the window. He's watching late-night football at max volume, the ignorant fool. I open and close the door behind me with ease. I already have the knife in my hand. I crawl slowly over to the rear of the couch. Once I reach it, I laugh, silently, but not a whisper escapes me. I jump up and cover his mouth. His eyes widen in recognition as he sees my faint reflection in the TV, and finally understands. I slice his throat, and the blood leaves his body like a hose. He collapses on the floor, choking on his own fluids. I then find my ex-wife sleeping in the bedroom and...
Help me! Help me! God! Help me!
Breaking news. A wife and husband were brutally murdered in their home at about 2 a.m. this morning. The husband was mutilated beyond recognition and the wife was gutted in her sleep. The suspect was apprehended and identified as the woman's ex-husband, a local evening podcast radio personality with a very white name, Sam Goldberg.
Suck my spheres, you damn sheep!
A trial will take place in a week's time. With a failed insanity plea and an overwhelming amount of evidence against him, Mr. Watts will undoubtedly be found guilty, unless the wife's husband turns out to be black. I'm Bob Hitler from Fox News. Stay safe and stay supreme, America. God bless.
That's it, we did it. Oh.